Chapter 2 is coming, but we need to set a little bit of expectations on what's gonna be in there, what we know for a fact, what we don't know. We're also gonna do a little bit of a video closer to chapter 2 that is going to be everything we know. This is more about like a just setting expectations type of thing. So first of all, the date that we're targeted with, roughly 12 weeks after chapter 1 started, will be March 9th-ish. And we're technically, what's today's date? Yeah, we're technically right about a month out, right? So we're right on that month out. Usually they like to start advertising some things and showing some stuff that's gonna be coming into chapter 2 or the next iteration of the game about a month out. Within that time frame, probably not much until like 2 weeks in. What we know off the bat is new mode and ranked mode. The way we know this is I was playing with Seth. Seth said on stream, he said, someone asked him about the word leagues because there's a leak about leagues. And he said, yes, ranked in the new mode, blah, blah, blah. Flossie's also talked about new modes quite a few times. Apparently Gordon has also talked about new modes. By the way, they're saying modes. I don't think we're gonna get modes with an S. I think we're gonna get one mode while we do this off the rip. That doesn't mean we're not gonna get content going through. I think what they have seen from prologue and chapter 1 is that once we get done with kind of the chapter pass and that initial content type of stuff, we kind of start dying off a little bit. We kind of start, the player base isn't really invested anymore. They need to have something in the middle of the patch, maybe a quarter way through the patch, maybe 3/4 of a way through the patch, to keep our interest peaked and to keep us new things, right? I think they know that. I would hope they know that. And I think that that's where we're gonna get with this next patch. We do know, like I said, new mode, new league ranked things. In this new mode, we don't know what the maps are. We don't know if it's gonna be on the current map itself with just a little bit of tweaks, maybe a locked in area. We don't really know what's gonna happen. However, I do think we might get maps as it goes on. I mean, who knows? We don't really know about that one. With different maps coming into the game, I would assume that all of this is gonna be in the HoloLands. I don't think it's gonna be some other area in Valnor. Valnor, is that the right word? Is that what it's called? That's the place where like we live and we fight in the HoloLands. I don't think we're gonna leave the HoloLands for a different game mode. I think it's gonna be something within the HoloLands. And if new maps come throughout the game, throughout the chapter 2, I would assume that we're also gonna get a map change at the beginning of chapter 2, which we got with chapter 1 with Bogmore. I don't know which area. Shadowgrace hasn't changed in a long time. Himwood hasn't really changed in a long time. We all don't know what we're gonna get, which area of the map we're gonna get. But we got Bogmore in chapter 1. I think we're gonna get something else in chapter 2, and then they'll probably accentuate that into the new mode, into a map with the new mode. I think that's what I would do. I don't know how they feel about that one, but let's hope so. And with the new map, that means there's gonna be new quests as well. So we also, one thing that we know about the quests in chapter 1 is that they're just kind of, they were good at the beginning, and then they just kind of like died. Like they just ended up being like, it's like they started really strong. They're like, this is gonna be a good quest type of situation. And then they were like, let's go back to prologue and just have them do daily quests for a story. And they know that we hated those. So my thought, we do know that Jesse also took over quests. I don't know who was doing quests before. Not to like tell you you're bad at your job, because that's not what I'm doing. You're probably fantastic and you're probably great at the job. They're just not what we wanted. So I think Jesse took over and he's kind of making it his prerogative to do the quest, and he seems very pumped about it. I mean, if you read his Twitter, he talks about everything that he does daily. I mean, if I go to his Twitter right now, yesterday he said Spellbreak daily, roadmap, leads, UI, IT, community, and green light meetings. Maybe try to slide in some quest data in between all of this. Or you go to the day before, posting patch notes, follow up this week's cosmetics, integrations, quest objectives meetings times 2 one-on-ones, and chapter 2 playtest maybe. So he's doing a lot more quest work, which means we know Jesse's fantastic, and if he's in charge of quests, I'm sure they'll be amazing. He also likes to stream some stuff while he's talking about Spellbreak, so if you ever have any questions for him, and he's streaming at Slothhugger, twitch.tv/Slothhugger. Kind of hard for me to say for some reason. But yeah, so far we've got a new mode, we got the ranked leagues, we've got map changes, we've got better quests. So a lot of people are really expecting a new gauntlet and a new class. And I have said a few times that I think the next one is going to be a water gauntlet or a water class. We have the Tide Seers in the lore right now within the story. In my opinion, I don't think we're gonna get a new gauntlet or a new class when they introduce a new mode and ranked. I think they like to add things in stages. So we could potentially get it midway or towards the end of chapter 2, but don't think we're gonna get it at the beginning. And I don't even know if it's gonna be water. I just know that there's a lot of information for there to be a water gauntlet. There's also information for it to be arcane. There's also information for it to be something else nature. There's information out there for other ones. I was just putting in together what I thought was gonna be the first one. However, I do think there's a lot of time between all of that. And when we get one, I still think we're not gonna get one until chapter 3. But if we do get one for chapter 2, I guarantee you it will not be on drop. And if it is, call me out. I'll be happy. I'll be happy that you called me out because I'll be excited that there's a new gauntlet, there's a new class, and stuff like that. They also like to change things within the rotation of everything, play style, all that stuff. So you can expect talent changes. You can expect possible rune changes. You can expect possible equipment changes, gauntlet balancing, anything in that aspect, better optimization, hopefully as well. Like there's so many things that you can expect from chapter 2, and I hope that like whatever happens, especially including polish, which we just saw in this last patch, they polished a lot of things. So I can't even imagine how much more polish is going to be for chapter 2 with other things inside the game. You can expect amazing cosmetics. That's something that we know that our team is great at. The battle pass is going to be probably much better as well. Or I guess it's called a battle pass, chapter pass. Yeah, chapter pass. It's going to be much better as well. So we'll see how it goes. Just manage your expectations. Just manage them. Just manage them. They are still a small team. They're growing, of course, but they're still a small team. Well, we don't know really where it's going to go from here. We do know that it's going to get better and better and better. Right now, the game, they've just built it up. They've just built it up, and they've got like the basics, right? Now they have to build it out. They're adding new modes, they're adding ranked, they're adding other stuff. Then they can build all of that up and build it out more and build it out and build it up and build it out and build it up. I can't speak. Build it out and build it up. So yeah, we don't. There's a lot of things that we don't really know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I think just manage your expectations. I don't think there's gonna be a new gauntlet at the beginning. Ranked. Put your time into ranked, which is leagues. Put your time into the new mode. Still play the other ones. Play different things in all of these modes. Just because things aren't changing. It's always funny to me that like people really want a new class or a new gauntlet and haven't even played all of the other ones. Like it's like you want this new content, but haven't played everything else that's in the game. Play everything in the game. You might find something that you haven't had yet or you haven't played yet, or a style of gameplay that you don't think you'll like, but you might love. It took me a long time to actually play what's my favorite, which is Tempest with Fire Offhand. I was just dead set on playing Pyro, but then I got top Pyro to level 20, and then I got Tempest level 20, and then they changed the XP, and now I'm actually playing on Toxic, got Toxic level 20, and now I'll be playing on Stone. Play everything. Play it all. One thing that they are going to do, they changed the XP. So we don't know. They could be bringing in a new class ranking system that has to do with the skins or cosmetics in that way. We don't know what they're doing with the ranking system, but for right now, you have really insane XP gain. So play all the classes, get them all to 20, get all the cosmetics. Do it all. Just do it all. Because we don't know what's going to happen. That could also be coming in chapter 2. Something that I don't think is going to come in chapter 2 as well as guilds or clans. They haven't really talked about that. I think we might get a roadmap as well for chapter 2. So, but in the next couple of weeks, we'll be talking about what is actually coming. We'll have a video probably a week before chapter 2 that tells you exactly what we know is coming to chapter 2. Because at that point we should know what's coming. Guys, that's it. That's what you should expect and what you shouldn't expect for chapter 2. If you think there's something else, let me know down below. Like and subscribe for Dan, because he's amazing and we love Dan. Anyways, love you. Peace.